Hello there, Trucker Johnny here again, and got a new adapter for my microphone so you can actually hear me this time. Got a small little job to do on the car today. Obviously got to do an oil change because service is due. Do it myself on this car. The oil level sensor's knackered because it's telling me there's no oil in it when there is. So I'm going to replace that and the oil filter as well, because that's just what you do. So yeah, let's get the car out and crack on. Alright, so first job, got the car out obviously, is to get the car jacked up so the oil drains out the drain plug. As you can see, my jacking points are nice and new looking, because the owner had the car before, mangled all the jacking points so they're all mashed up and whatever. So I had them redone and reinforced as well with a bit of 3mm angle iron. So hopefully I shouldn't have that problem again. So we'll jack her up. See where we are. I've already jacked up the other side. Right, there we go. That should do. Let's have a look, see what we've got to do. Right, so as you can see, when I start the car up, I get minimum oil warning, even though I've checked the dipstick and there's well over half the amount of oil in there. So this is why I'm doing this little job. Stick the keys out. Ooh. So what we'll do is pop the hood quick, under there somewhere, and there we go, in all our glory and dirty. So the oil filter is in there, obviously oil fill cap, so we'll take that out so it makes the oil drain easier, and then we'll get underneath and see what we've got to do under there. So my car's not the best underneath, it's rather oily down here because I do have an oil leak. It's not major, but it is rather messy. So anyway, there's the drain plug, and that's the oil level sensor we got to change. So we'll crack on and get the oil drained out. That's first job, crack the oil drain. So get the old pry bar on it. Hopefully it should be too tight. Oh, there we go. Right, I should really get some gloves for this because I'm going to get really dirty hands otherwise. I'll stay on there for now. Back in a sec. Right, we're gloved up now. So let's get this oil drained out. You're supposed to do this when your car oil is warm, so I've not long got back from work, so the car got nice and warm. So I'll keep pressure pushing upwards so it doesn't spill everywhere, and then pull away. There we go. Not too bad a mess. So we'll just sit that there for 5 minutes, let it drain, because there's a lot of oil in this car. Crap, don't want to do that. Now I've got to fish for my drain plug. At least it's not going to rust. What I'm going to do, try and do the level sensor now. I was hoping they've sent me the right part, because sometimes you just never know. What we'll do actually, we'll disconnect this electrical connector first. Now, one thing I hate is I see people doing these wrong all the time. They use screwdrivers on them. Do not do that because you will break them. What you do is you push the whole clip in, then you pull this little clip that way, and then it should clip off, and then you slide the whole thing backwards. So we'll try and do that now. So push the whole thing in, thumb back on there, and then the whole thing slides off just like that. See? But yeah, everyone seems to need to jam a screwdriver in there for some reason, and I hate that because it damages them. Right, let's get the rest of this undone, and we'll change it over. It should have been nice and light, the bolts on this. Doesn't need much torque, this thing. There we go. So we'll take it out, we'll give it a clean, I'll go from there. Two bolts, and for the last one. Really got to find out where that oil leak is. It's on the front of the engine somewhere. But I've got to take all the front end and the radiator out of the way to find it. It's not a job I've been wanting to do much recently, but we'll get there. Alright, let's see if this thing comes out now. Let's move the oil pan over a bit, just in case there's any more in there to leak out. Come on. I want the back end unstuck. There we go. So that is your oil level sensor and also oil temperature sensor, I believe. So that's knackered, so we're going to put a new one in. Right, let's have a look. So, I'll have it the right way. They look pretty similar to me, so I think we're going to be alright. So yeah, light jobs are good, and yeah, I don't believe part numbers anyway. They usually revise things and change the numbers anyway. So what I'll do, on the rubber seal around there, the greeny bit, just get a little dab of oil in it from the tank. We'll just get it around the seal. Just helps it to seal onto the car then. Just get that around there. So that'll help it seal on. Right, what we're going to do now, so clean the hole up around there with some brake cleaner. Use an old rag. Give it a little bit of a blow off. Clean up around the maintenance surface so we don't get any leaks. Because nobody likes that. Alright, let's put this new one in. Let's take some dexterity, this. Alright, let's get another one started. Alright, move the oil pan back out the way now. Nothing's going to come out of here. Right, let's get the third one started, and then we'll crank her up to, I think it's about 15 or 16 Newton meters it needs to be, which isn't a lot. So, right. Crank her up to 16 Newton meters. I bet you're all checking your phones now, aren't you, thinking someone's calling you? Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's that one done. So oil's still trickling out, so we'll leave the drain plug out for now and let it carry on. What we shall do is move on to doing the oil filter, which is quite convenient on this car, I must admit. Oh, I don't know what size that is on there. I'll try 19, I bet it's much bigger. Yeah, it's huge. 24? Yeah, 24. There we go. Right. So here we go, oil filter. Oh God. Try and not get too much oil everywhere. There we go. There's the oil filter. So leave that there a sec. I'll get the new one, which comes with a brand new seal and obviously a new filter. We'll keep that there to put the old one in. So that should pop off of there. Just like that. Cool. That's weighty. And we'll chuck that in the box. That will leak through and make a mess on my garage floor. Right, next thing we need to get this seal off. The seal of approval. I need something to do that with. So bear with me. Right, again, don't really recommend using a screwdriver, but there you go. Usually you'd use a pick for that, but I don't have one. Maybe it's something I should get on my list. Alright, so we'll chuck that in the box for the other filter. Oh, she's a slippery devil. There we go. Alright, this one comes with a little washer as well. I've done a little research and apparently that's only for the A6 Audis with the V8. So apparently it's got nothing to do with this car. So we'll chop her away. Alright, so we'll do. Get around in there, cover the O-ring in some oil. Helps her seal. We'll chuck her back around the cap. Like so. Again, get a bit of oil on there. And then we'll clip the new filter in. There we go. And we'll chuck that on. Like so. Actually, we'll leave that loose because I'll chuck some oil in there as we fill it up. It will probably drain all out anyway, but you know. Right. Now the keen-eyed of you will notice that I didn't plug that back in, so we'll just do that quick. So it'll click, there we go. Right, we'll get the drain plug back in. Looks like she's pretty much done draining. Well, I'm going to call that done. Normally I'd replace the washer on here. I thought they come with a filter, but apparently not, so we'll leave it for now. We'll make good. Right, I'm going to say That's good. Be here for a month of Sundays waiting for that to finish dripping, so I'll get the old drain plug back in. And we'll crank her up to 40 Newton meters. Oh my god, people still messaging me. Popular bunny today. Right. There we go. That should be enough. Stop it leaking. So, this car actually uses about 9 litres of oil, which is quite a bit. It's quite a lot. I'll just put you over there. Stay. Right. So what we'll do, get me rag first. I'll take the filter out. Now I've got Shell Helix 5W40, which is a fully synthetic oil. Only put fully synthetic oil in these. And we'll pour some in the oil filter housing without spilling it, hopefully. So I'll just do it to about click. There we go. Doesn't need to be massively tight again. It's only plastic, so alright. So yeah, I said it's gonna take fail. Takes about 9 litres this car, so what we'll do, we'll chuck about 7.5 in, then we'll check the dipstick. No, I would use a better oil, but like I said, I got an oil leak, so I'm not too worried about the make. Otherwise I think I'd use Castrol titanium or something. But being as this is an older car, it's got 147,000 miles on it. I've got a 5W40, but I've been advised to maybe step up to a 10 or 15 W40. So we will do that next. I'll just lower the car down. I ain't got anything underneath there, have I? There we go. We'll do the other sides. I wouldn't recommend working underneath the car with it just sitting on jacks, by the way, but yeah, I trust myself. We're just down the bottom. That's what we'll do. We'll carry on, and we'll leave it for 10 minutes to settle, and then we'll check it again. Alright, so I've put the other ½ litre in, so we're up to 9 litres now. So yeah, and we are probably a little bit over now, but it'll be fine. It won't hurt anything. Anyway, I'll put that back in. Looks like we're done for that part of it. Just a case of putting the oil away. Try to without spilling it everywhere. How far are we getting up? And then what we'll do, I'll keep it in my garage for now, and then when things calm down a bit, I'll pop to the tip and dispose of this properly, environmentally friendly, without spilling it all over the car park, obviously. This is why you keep all your old oil jugs, and you've got somewhere to put all the old oil. This one's got a mixture of different stuff in it, so not a very nice cocktail. Power steering fluid, gearbox oil, and now engine oil. Alright. That emptied. Alright, so that's everything done. So we're going to start the engine up now. Hopefully everything is all tickety-boo. That's rather posh of me, wasn't it? Might be a bit of a rattle. Oh, there we go. Now it's still saying minimum on the old oil level sensor. I think if we give it a bit of a drive, we might be alright. So I'll go out for a test drive in a minute and then see how things are. Put the windows up a touch so you can hear me. Well, for some reason the oil light's still on, so I think there might be something wrong with the wiring rather than the sensor itself, or it might just need a bit of a run to sort itself out. So I'm going to have a bit of a run tomorrow in it, and then we'll see how things go from there. If not, then it's probably going to be a damaged wire somewhere. I mean, it does sit underneath the car exposed, so there could be a problem there somewhere. One of the connections are a bit rubbish or something, so we'll see how it goes. Well, we've got the right amount of oil in anyway. We've topped it right up. So the dipstick's telling us the correct level, just the sensor's not reading it at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, because obviously if it was just the wire problem and not a sensor, then I've just wasted 70 quid on a new sensor. But there you go, that's cars for you. I suppose next I've got to look at ordering a new washer bottle, because this one leaks. Jeez, you come around there pretty quick, didn't you? I know who that was. You're in my next video. Anyway, disclaimer, I'm not a mechanic. I do things wrong, so don't take this as a how-to guide. It's just me doing things to my car to obviously not waste my money and waste the garage's time for simple little jobs that I can do myself. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down, it's up to you. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. Obviously subscribe if you want to see my truck and stuff as well when that eventually rolls back on. Obviously still no word on that yet, because otherwise you would have already known. Literally, the minute I find out I'm allowed to film again, I will film on my phone and I will tell you I am allowed to film again, and then I will film at some point that week. So yeah, you will know, like, within the hour of me knowing, so you don't need to keep asking about it. So yeah, share the video with someone you think might like it as well. Tell me I've done something wrong, I don't know. I'm going to get back, wait for the car to warm up, see if there's anything leaking. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. But you never know, it is me. So once again, thanks for watching. Take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely, wash your hands. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go back around this way. Goodbye. So, just got back from our little test drive to make sure everything's okay, and yes, yeah, oil light has gone out. Yeah, I'm low on screen, so that's next job, I think. Maybe after the suspension. Yeah, suspension. Right, see you later.